Car Washers is a 2000 Disney cartoon that aired originally as part of Mickey Mouse Works, and then it aired in the episode Max's New Car, which is in the second season of House of Mouse, and it fit in really beautifully with that episode. That episode is all about cars, and this slotted in really nicely, but even on its own, it's one that I particularly enjoy. In isolation, it's a nice cartoon, but to compare it to an earlier Disney cartoon is one that I found to be absolutely delightful. Now, annoyingly, I can't remember the name of the cartoon, but there's a cartoon with one of the very early appearances of Donald Duck and Goofy. I believe it's so early that Donald Duck still had like a really long neck, and Pete comes along and asks them to wash his car. I say asks, he demands. And they run a car wash business and they wash his car, but things start to go wrong and they're racing against the clock. That is the exact same narrative that we have here. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy run a car washing business, and Pete comes along and orders them to wash his car. He'll be back by this time, it better be ready or else. And I really love the fact that they've kind of repeated that narrative, but to compare them and look at the way the characters move differently, the way the characters speak and interact differently, and Pete hasn't changed that much. Pete is definitely one of the most interesting characters with regards to the way Disney has treated him over the years, because more recently, with things like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, he's kind of a friend. He's still a bit of a nasty person now and again, but he's more of a friend. But with Car Washers and the original cartoon, definitely not a very nice person. And I just thought it was a lot of fun to kind of see them take basically the same narrative but give it a contemporary twist. And I really enjoyed it, even if you haven't seen the original cartoon that I'm talking about, the name of which I wish I could remember. Please feel free to tell me in the comments if you know which one I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen that one, that absolutely does not matter. I think you'll enjoy this one. It's good fun. But it's particularly with Goofy and the Spot. With what Goofy does with the Spot, really enjoyed that bit of animation. But it's definitely a heightened experience if you've seen the original, and I definitely recommend you check that out either before or after watching this one. I don't think it would matter too much which way you did it, but Car Washers is definitely a very delightful episode.